Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nocturnal Gaming Network. My name is Xeriua, and today we are playing Spaceflight Simulator. So today we are once again continuing with our little mini-series on Orbital Rendezvous, and today our target is this module right here, floating in space with an apoapsis of 100 kilometers and 75 kilometers. So it's the same module from the last time. We're going to get right into this. We're going to go back to build this time. We've got our same ship right here, so we're not going to go over the build. We're just going to get right into the Orbital Rendezvous. I suppose I will get another thumbnail, just so, I've got something a little different for each of these. Ever so slightly different. So we're going to turn our engines on, throttle all the way to 100%. And now we're going to find the module that's at 75 and 100 and set it as our target. Now it's almost right overhead, so we're just going to go for it right now. This isn't strictly necessary. We're going to use a nice, easy way of doing Orbital Rendezvous here rather than trying to, go right up and hit it. So don't worry too much about that. It's going to be fairly similar to the last episode, except this one we're working with some sort of elliptical orbit rather than a nice, stable, circular orbit. Which, the method of actually hitting your target is literally exactly the same. It's just a little bit more in depth because there is differences in the orbit. So we're going to do the same thing, rotate radial in, dump the fairing, alright, and get ourselves going straight again. So what we want to do is we want to raise our apoapse here until it is basically at 75 kilometers, but we want the periapse in our final orbit to be just below 75 kilometers. So if I can do this with my apoapse right now, it's actually going to save a little bit of time here. Now, we are actually... hold on here, because we are literally in the perfect place to go through and hit this thing dead on. So let's see if we can... I want to do that so bad. That'd be great. This is a little bit more of an advanced orbital rendezvous technique, but if it doesn't work out first try, we have the technology to continue with the other method of orbital rendezvous. So what we've done is we have raised our apoapse here. We're going to raise it right up to 75 kilometers. Something like this. And if we rotate radial out, we should be able to go and increase, or rather decrease, the closest approach indicator here. Something like this. Now, the other module is going to be very slightly ahead of us. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to rotate ourselves radial in, because we're going to want to try and adjust our apoapse on the fly here. We can accelerate time a little bit. So right about here is where we want to be radial in, and we want to adjust... Whoa! What happened? I don't know what just happened. Hold on. What's going on here? 150. Switch to. Did I just smash into something? No. That one's 150. 70. 75. I literally have no idea what I just did. 155. Right. I don't know what just happened. This has done weird things. So, we are going to continue burning radial in. We're going to just continue where we were with the random random eccentric orbit, because this just messed me up. I don't know where we were. We're currently at 77 kilometers, so we're going to wait until we get to back to 74-ish kilometers, and then we're going to burn prograde, and that's going to raise our apoaps. All right, so probably right about here we want to do this. So we're going to burn prograde. That's going to rotate our orbit around the planet. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so let's switch to this thing. 75 by 155. I still don't know what happened with that. Because I could have sworn that it was at 100, right? Switch to, what's this one? This one is 100, okay. And then this one's the 50 by 50, okay. So we need to go back to this one, because this is our primary module. And then we can set this as target again. Okay, so now we need to actually rotate our orbit. Oop. I just saw it. Here it is. Here's the closest approach. We can actually go through and use up and right or down and left to try and bring this together. All right, 1,000, 1,000. All right, so here we are. We have a closest approach of 450. This didn't really go to plan at all, but we should be able to save it. Let's rotate ourselves radial in, or radial in for where we're going to be. So we need to turn a little bit further, actually. So right about here. Now, we are going to go around one more time here. And that should basically line us up perfect. So not quite, but we're pretty good. Alright, so burn radial in, that's going to lower apoaps. There we are. So our apoaps is ever so slightly higher than this one, 55.6 by 77. So we basically matched the orbit of this, but we're slightly exterior to it. So we're going to go around a couple times, and it will catch up to us. Actually, I think we should probably only go around once here. And then we should use our RCS thrusters to lower the, there we go, lower the periaps. That way we don't pass the other module. Alright. Oop, this game's acting weird. I think I need to restart it, because I was following this module, and now I'm not. Okay, so here we are. It's caught up to us right there. Now if we zoom out, we can see it just below us. It's actually right above the up button for the RCS thruster. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our RCS thrusters to get it heading towards us. So it's going a little bit to the right relative to us. We're going to use our RCS thrusters to go right. Now we're actually going to rotate into the correct orientation here also. Let's accelerate in time a little bit. And here we are. Ooh, we might even have a collision here. That is a testament to how good we did once we actually got the orbits matched up. There we go. So here we are. Boom. Oh, my angle was ever so slightly off, so it didn't just automatically latch right on. But there we are. We have completed our orbital rendezvous with this. I'm not really sure why it glitched out in the first part here. But what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of lower our apoaps here back down to around 100, so there's no chance that it's going to collide with the other module. So right about there. Back where it should be. Alright, so that's going to be it for this time. Next time when we return, we are going to do a similar orbital rendezvous with this module, which is at a 1,500 by 30 kilometer orbit. And then finally, we are going to do advanced orbital rendezvous with this module right here, with a 50 by 50. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. My name's Xeriua, and this is the Nocturnal Gaming Network bringing you Spaceflight Simulator. Have yourselves a wonderful night, everybody.